toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go on the attack first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and which style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Got a man, it's Henry. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Washington's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Williams looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On the move, it's Coleman. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are...
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Poland finds his man on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He wants to change this route. Handoff to the low back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Listen to this play. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Huskies have enough for the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Implications galore, and to circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the right. He's got it. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Wisconsin has failed to finish in the top 25 for 5 consecutive seasons. Now in the second year of the Luke Fickell era, the Badgers eager to get back to their winning ways.
Man, can they get back to that physical brand, man? When Wisconsin was in the top 25, like Reese was talking about, it was physical teams that could run the football. You think about Fickell, that's what you thought about with Cincinnati. Jesse, can they get some of that back, man?
Yeah, great defense, running the ball, and just being smart. And when games are on the line, doing the small things to get those wins. It comes down to the tiniest details. There's talent in that Wisconsin locker room, but they got to put it all together.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's our force to settle for the field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets the back moving. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick.
Down. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Catch in the middle. It's Mason. They stop him just a leap or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Badger!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when he was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll line up for a second down play. Williams looking for a man. Release to the back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third down, he drops to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
And the Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of it. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Off from the shotgun. Spins away from the defender. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. to throw. It's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Looking to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Dupree. That will be enough to move the chain. Give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Badgers are rolling down the field. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Trying to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
And what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! And here they come, almost all the way back. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. He picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Williams will pass. Under fire. Fires downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Finds the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Edwards. It's on target and complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Henry. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Lots of running room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Williams looking for a man. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Washington right back to the line. Give to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Right back to the well. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's just a bad mistake. You can't do that in this situation of the game. You're not going to be able to come back and win this late if you're taking big losses like that. So at this point, if no one's open, he's just got to throw that thing away and live to play another day. But instead, he tries to use his athleticism to make people miss, and he's going to keep the play alive. He ends up taking a massive loss. Their percentage chance of winning this game just went way down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Washington sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They want to run this quarterback. Short gain on the play before he slides. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Hilton. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is on its way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Williams will pass. He's open on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a rep. Instead, it'll be third down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He's taking the shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team.